Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about my single target Master Demon Weapons build. So, let's get started. I use this helmet because it gives me up to 10% crit strike. Now obviously you have to get the stacks up, so what I found is that since we would just go into combat, the first article, if we do it right at the beginning, like in the first boss, I won't have any stacks. But if I have a chance to hit stuff, I will get stacks. And I found that usually after the first article and first boss, for example, I'd have 5 or more stacks. And without this helmet, I will have way under 90%. I'd have under 85% crit strike. I use this chest piece because its area works like the music box set. So you have a lot more space with enemies that aren't facing you than you think. So if it procs the music box, it will proc the assault hide, and since I'm using the music box, to me it only makes sense to use something that's the same thing. Since Master Demon Weapons is Underdark, not only do I get 5% more damage, I actually get 10. Obviously, I need to upgrade this, and I've been trying, but MTOS is a pain to farm, and I can't be asked to do MTOS. I thought I quit that, but I haven't. So the upgraded version, which obviously would be the alternative to what I wear here with the kit on, I haven't put it on because this needs to be upgraded, would be 6% more damage, with the bonus being 12% in Master Demon Weapons. I have this wrist guards from Master Demon Weapons, where after you use a daily power, your next 3 encounters deal 7.5% more damage, which is great. I will use my daily, and the 3 encounters after that, which are also the ones I most likely will put in, will get the hit. I use the perfect weapons because they're high item level, they give me more damage, they give me crit strike and crit save, which is nice. I have heard some mixed news about Mirage for Arbiter. I do have Mirage, I've not played around with it, but since I need the crit strike and crit save, this just seems like the obvious option to me. If I get very clear evidence that Mirage is just so much better in Arbiter, then maybe I'll consider it, but I know that Mirage clones won't affect pod damage, so I don't know. Seems like, to me, this is the better option. Wasteland Wanderers for the 5% combat advantage, just like with the helmet. If you notice, these are both like the older versions because I haven't got the new ones to drop from the dungeon. If they drop, obviously they're going to be the ones I replace because they're higher item level, but for right now I'm just using the lower item level version. Music box because my daily is the first thing I do before my encounters, and tunnel vision and stuff like that, so I do 15% more damage to everything in my rotation that actually matters. This ring from Master Demon Weapons, 5% more damage to encounters. I can fit this in without losing stats, so yeah, it's nice. I use this ring because I need combat advantage. Obviously, if I had the Lothian ring that gives 6% combat advantage, I'd put that because that's just 1% extra stat, but I don't. Also, the reason I didn't match the set, so 2 Abyssal Ring for 2.5% more damage, is because I want to fit this chest piece in. And to do that, I need combat advantage, because otherwise I'd be wearing this chest piece. So I need combat advantage, and I think the damage that this chest piece provides is better than putting the accuracy ring here. Because this is, well, if I get the new one, 12% more damage versus 2.5 plus whatever the accuracy does. Alright, so the shirt I'm wearing right now is not the right one, but it's supposed to be this one. I can't believe I've accidentally been running with a 5% outgoing healing shirt. I don't know for how long, but I'm supposed to run with this, which is 5% more combat advantage. This is just nice stats. I know that there are some good shirts out there, but I need the stat, so to me, this makes it really good. This one is the new pants from Heroics, and yeah, when you deal combat advantage damage, you get more action points, which is nice. Let's talk about enhancements now. all of these are just filling in item level that I need for stats, and obviously these can change every so often according to what people run. For example, my crit severity at the moment is not at 90 because I don't have the new boots, and they'll give me all the item level I need for crit severity. Otherwise, I could just put a cobalt on, and that will also get my crit severity on 90, and it just depends what people are running. If we have a runic aura, then I can just switch this around, but if we don't, which we usually don't, because we usually get a Mystic and Pack Tactics, then it's better to just keep this on and make sure my power is at 90. Devil's Precision, for the stats, it's very good. And then the second overload is just going to be a Slayer, depending on the boss. For example, first boss is a Demon, so Demon Slayer. For ST, I don't use Rage of Flames unless I completely can't get any Slayer overloads. But I have a lot of guild marks and campaign currency, so I rarely, very rarely, use Rage of Flames for ST. Mythic, Lightning Flash, extra stats, crit strike and accuracy, very nice. My artifacts are just the 1200 or 1500 DPS artifacts, so they just contribute nice stats. And the music box is there because I must have it, and it's very low item level. The epic recharge bonus is just something I've been playing around with, and I think it really works. I saw other arbiters were doing something like this, and I think their ideas are brilliant. You're probably thinking right now, but Arbiter is a divinity-based DPS. What is the point of a recharge speed? Well, it will affect mainly the Prophecy of Doom. Prophecy of Doom originally starts with 26 seconds with 0 recharge speed, and as you get more recharge speed, it goes down in the cooldown, and I got mine to 22.5 seconds. And the idea is you do your article, and then you try to get your pod up as much as possible, and then in time for the next article, because you do more damage with pod up. Not just it popping, but you actually have a class feature that makes you do more damage while you have pod up, so having it up more just means you do more damage. And I want to see if I can get it down enough so I can spam pod. Well, I say spam, but just use pod quite a lot. That would be very, very nice. So this is epic because I've just recently got this and been playing around with it, but of course in the future this will be mythic. Just a quick overview of Arbiter powers. This is really good at getting your divinity up, and you can cancel it quickly, so that's the main thing we use to get divinity. Pod to increase our damage that we deal while the pod is active, and goes off at the end to deal even more damage according to how much you dealt. Forge Master and Daunting Light. If you use Forge Master, it makes Daunting Light better. So you use Forge Master, Daunting Light, Forge Master, Daunting Light. This is the main daily we use for ST damage, but we can also use this Hallowed Ground, which is the same as the Devout Cleric. And it's useful if your team is absolutely dying and you want to support them a little bit. These are the main two feats we need. This makes you do 10% more damage while pod is up, and this helps you do more damage when you have uneven stacks. By that I mean 3 and 3. Companions, I like to use Black Death Scorpion a lot, because constant combat advantage, especially in that last boss, it's just so painful when I start my rotation in combat advantage. Tank moves around to do his thing, and I lose combat advantage for a lot of my hits because it's really hard to move while you do your rotation. So I really like Black Death Scorpion. He's also a decent striker, but sometimes I put other strikers on as well, like Batiri or Green Bowman, depending on the boss. My equipment is just based on the stats that I need. I have this based on me needing more combat advantage, and then of course the usual DPS stuff, Golden Cat, the 3 damage ST stuff, and Raptor. For mounts, I use Golden Touch because it's like Toad and Tunnel Vision, if you don't know what it is. It's faster than Tunnel Vision because it doesn't have an animation, and it hits faster than Toad. Not that it really matters, it will hit in pod no matter what, but this just, I like it. I like seeing it hit faster, and I like seeing a horse just dash into the boss. So to me, it's like the middle ground of both benefits. So I go for this one. And then I use Opportunism, which I'm playing around with at the moment, because I don't need the combat advantage stat here. And basically, when I do a pod, I use my arty in it, and then I do my full rotation. And I can still fit everything in with the arty. Obviously, if I have to dodge or walk around or something, I might miss an encounter or two. But this just helps me get pod back up faster, so I can use a pod faster after encounter, after rotation. Because my problem is sometimes I'm just at-willing for like 8 seconds, waiting for my pod to go up so I can just do an encounter rotation for more damage, and it's just painful. So knocking down a few seconds off that is always really, really nice. For mounts, I only have 2 4-slot mounts, which is sad, but I've mainly been putting it into the Assassin's Covenant, or the equivalent for the 4-slot, for the increased offensive ratings, just because it's helpful. I have Warlord's Inspiration, because I should probably do a second Artificer's Persuasion, but I just can't fit it in. I don't have the insignias. I only have one of these and one of these, and I don't know if I want to buy a second one. So I think this is okay for now, but if I really want to stretch it, I will probably get a second one. It's something that I need to think about, but for now, I'm going to stick with 1 Warlord's Inspiration, 1 Artificer's Persuasion. I think that's pretty decent. And the idea is because I'm using in my new rotation a pod and then artifact, so this will reduce my cooldown by 2 seconds, and then this is going to reduce my cooldowns by 12 seconds, by 12%. Alright, that's it for my, ST Arbiter build for Master Demon Web Pits. I also have my AoE build, which I'll link in the description if you want to see the full dungeon build, and the reason it's separate videos is because I recorded my AoE build and uploaded it way sooner than SD, because I finished it first, like a month before this one, so it only made sense. But yeah, you can check that out if you'd like to as well. I will be also posting my stats in the end screen, so you're gonna see that soon, so you can see the calculations, and my stats are pretty good, I'd say, with all the damage stuff on. Yeah, that's it for me. If you have enjoyed the video, I'll appreciate a like and possibly a subscription if you want to see future Arbiter videos. If you have any questions for me or any video you'd like me to make for Neverwinter about Arbiter or Cleric, because I also heal a lot, feel free to ask in the comments. I also stream on Twitch, so twitch.tv/Azarren. If you'd like to see me play Neverwinter live and talk to me live, you're welcome to do that. Alright, I'll see you guys later.